Hi everyone, it's Tina with TSR Creations. I'm going to be creating an alcohol ink for you today. So I'm working on Yupo paper, and this is an 11 by 14 inch piece of Yupo. I'm going to be doing the circle technique. I have I actually have one other video where I show very step-by-step, but I'll try to do as much as I can on the camera here. So I'm using a lid I think it was to a big pretzel container. It's a larger lid, and I just put the pinata brass down, and I'm just using my hairdryer to dry it. The other color I'll be using is the pitch black, and this is by Ranger. Now, the pitch black, when you add the alcohol to it, has such a reaction where you get a pink, you get a blue color. It's absolutely stunning. It's absolutely my favorite alcohol ink to work with. So when you put it down, at first it's going to be black, but as you blow it out and you add alcohol, it takes on different colors like browns and pinks, and it's just fabulous. All right, so you see I'm just drying the colors around the lid to create the circle, and then I will lift off the container or the lid, and I'll have a circle, and then I'll start to blow it out with my stick hairdryer. The one thing I did differently here that I realized as I did it is I put too much gold down, and the pinata brass, the metallics act differently. They don't spread out as easily. A lot of times you need to use blending solution to make them blow out. So this kind of gave me a little bit of trouble in the beginning. But anyway, I added just a little too much pinata brass. But anyway, you'll see as this unfolds, it does turn out really, really pretty. I just continue to blow out sections and make some twirls. But I do need to speed this video up because it is way too long. This piece took me probably at least 2 hours to finish. I end up adding some fluid acrylics with a needle nose applicator at the end, and adding some details and some swirls. I believe I use white and 24 karat gold fluid acrylic. I also use pearl fluid acrylics, and I use it with my airbrush. And this actually gives me the effect of flowers. So you'll see, you know what, when I do that part, I will come back in and talk to you about what I'm doing. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy this video. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. Go back and check out some of my older videos. I have hundreds of videos. I started my process of YouTube during COVID in early 2020. Figured I was going to be home and in my art room anyway. Might as well film it and share with some people. And I've formed a great community here, and I'm so excited for what's in store. I will be doing a giveaway soon. I'm going to be hitting 10,000 subscribers, hopefully in the next few months, and I'll be doing a nice giveaway. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Hit the reminder bell, and you'll get reminded when I upload new content. When I upload new content, so you can watch it. But yeah, I plan on doing some more resin work on my channel, but I really wanted to get back into alcohol inks because I hadn't done one in a while. All right, guys, have a great one, and I'll talk to you soon when I start the fluid acrylic part. All right. Okay, so I just wanted to pop back in and just say kind of what I just did here. So I put in another size little cup to create the other ring, and now I'm just blowing it all out. As you can see, the colors are starting to form, the pinks and the light blue, if you can see that. You know, sometimes when you're doing alcohol inks, you kind of just have to go where they take you. As you can see, there's a couple spots on my paper out, but they're easily cleaned up with a little bit of alcohol. So that's what's great about inks. You make a little mistake or you have something you don't like, you just wipe it away. Most of the time, some inks react on paper and then they stain the paper, especially on Yupo. Yupo can stain. Some of the other synthetic papers like Nara and Craft Plastic are a little bit more forgiving. But these two, actually, the pitch black on the Yupo works well for me. I prefer to use the pitch black on the Yupo. Maybe that's why I get some of these colors. But anyway, I'm just blowing it out and going where they take me. And if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. I get back to you pretty quickly. But as you'll see soon, I'm going to start doing some, all I'm adding at this point is alcohol. I am not adding any more color. All the color is down, besides when I do the rings. I will add more color at that point because I do another ring here. I do smaller ones. You'll see in a minute. But that's the only time I'm adding color down. I'm not adding any more color unless I'm doing the actual ring. I hope that cleared up if you had a question about that, because you have a lot of color. I mean, the inks go far. You don't need much to create a piece of alcohol ink art. So anyway, I'll let you go and finish, and I'll talk to you back on the end when I'm doing the fluid acrylic part. Okay.
Tell you everything I've seen, the friends I've made, and then you tell me how you've been. Look a little closer, it's been quite some time. You gotta let me know if I'm out of line. But there's some words that I just wanna hear you say, all straight before this night turns into day, and then I'm on my way. Yes, I'm on my way. A bit naive and so eager to please. You know I played for love, but it got me on my knees. Now's the time to reap what I've sown, your words echoing in every single bone. Underwater, so far out at sea, there's no cure for what you're telling me, and soon I'm on my way. Yes, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Yes, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Okay, so at this point I'm using the golden fluid pearl to add in the flowers, and I'm going to be using my airbrush to blow those out, and you'll see I hold it very close to the paper to get the look that I want. This also gives a reflective and pearlescent look to the piece, which I love. And it also brings out, some of the inks will bleed into the fluid acrylic and give it a little color. So I also use a little bit of gold fluid and white. And some of those are just like this, I'm adding with my airbrush. And the other thing I'm using is a needle nose applicator, and that is going to give the more fine detail of the little twirls and little bit of leaves that I'd like to put into the piece. And in that, I'm using a Deco Art 24 karat gold mixed with a little Floetrol just to make it a little bit more fluid. Not much, because the Deco Art paints are already pretty fluid, just to give it a little bit of more play. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to let you just watch till the end. I'm going to speed it up a little bit because obviously it does take me a while to do this. But you'll see the final piece in the end, and it did come out really beautiful. I will be framing this piece. You always want to seal your pieces, and I seal my pieces with Cam R spray varnish. And you need to do a spray varnish, and you need to do a UV. If you can get one that's both, perfect. I like to do like 3 or 4 coats of the spray varnish, Cam R by Krylon, and then 2 or 3, 4 coats of the UV protection, because alcohol inks will fade over time. So the most protection, the better. So I like to add a lot of UV protection, and then obviously I will frame this piece with glass over top of it. And a lot of times I will splurge and do the UV protective glass, which will just give it another layer of protection. All right, guys, or you can resin it. You can mount this to a cradled wood board and resin it, but I did that a few times, and I've had some issues with the glue bubbling up under the cradled wood, under the paper, and causing it a little bit of a ripple. So I'm not doing that anymore. If I do an alcohol ink that I want to resin, I do it on a cradle wood panel, which is on a smooth surface. It's a primed cradled wood that I get from Blick. I think they're Amstead. Yeah, so I like to work on the smooth primed Amstead panels. They work great, and then you can resin those with no issues whatsoever. But anyway, I hope you all are doing well out there. If you're new here, please like and subscribe, and go back and watch some of my other videos. I have so many alcohol ink videos and just different mixed media pieces that I've done. And yeah, I hope everybody's doing well out there, and I hope I've inspired you to try something new today. All right, guys, great. Have a great one. Bye-bye.